What's up, guys? So today we're going to be talking about why I think stick shift is the best. It's going to give some points on why I think it is, and yeah. All right, so point number one, I think it literally makes any car fun. So obviously it makes my Jeep more fun because it's a Jeep, and Jeeps are just kind of fun just to begin with. But you could take any kind of boring standard car, and if it's stick, it adds just a layer of fun to it that you just don't get with an automatic. If you haven't driven stick, it's kind of hard to explain, but I'll kind of explain a little bit further in some of the other points. But literally you could have the slowest kind of ugly car, and if it's stick shift, it just makes it fun. So another thing about stick shift is going to be I guess kind of like an built-in anti-theft, where a lot of people nowadays just don't know how to drive stick or even how to start a stick shift car. So it's definitely not going to stop everyone, but I think just having a stick, it kind of helps with the common criminal not knowing what the heck to do, how to start it, what to do with it. So, and then another thing too is, if you're really not interested in letting other people drive your Jeep or your car or whatever, it's definitely a way that negates them being able to drive your car, and without you seeming rude saying you don't want them to drive your car, it's stick shift. Another thing that I think with stick is just the control over the engine. You just have way more control of the engine RPM at any given time. So I think that's definitely better for safety, being able to be in complete control of your engine for kind of any kind of circumstance, whether you need to have the engine help you brake quicker, or having to accelerate in a certain instance and having all the power of your car kind of right away, and you kind of know, versus with an automatic, usually you hit the gas and then it upshifts and kind of takes a little bit of time to do that. So being able to have complete control of your engine, I think is definitely a good thing to have. So another thing is definitely, I think stick shift, at least a manual transmission, is more reliable than an automatic. Maybe the new ones are a lot better, but back in the day, especially with the Chrysler products, the automatics weren't the greatest. I had a Dakota, and the automatic just really never shifted well in the cold. It was really bad in the cold, and just wasn't that great. And then just reliability wise, the stick shift, main things you're going to be replacing is a clutch, if you're good to the transmission and everything like that. But usually stick shifts are a lot more durable than an automatic, I would say. So kind of the main point that I think with driving stick is just the kind of feeling you get when you're driving it. You really feel connected to the car, like I was kind of talking about, being in complete control, the engine RPM and everything. I don't know, it's just a unique experience that you get when you're driving a stick. It's just a better feeling. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but you just feel real connected with the car. It's real pleasurable. Kind of when you're starting out, it really makes you focus on driving. You're not looking at your phone, you're not doing anything else that you shouldn't be while you're driving. You're just mainly focused on driving stick. Once you get used to driving stick, you really don't necessarily think about it all that much. You just kind of automatically do it, I guess. But it definitely makes you, I think, more attentive when you're driving. It's just fun. So another thing that I do like is, say you got big tires like me, you can use less of your brakes by rev matching and kind of grabbing the next gear. And if you guys don't know what that is, I have a whole video on how to do that and kind of explaining that. But basically, with an automatic, you're going to be using your brakes more to actually stop, versus with the stick, you can kind of use your brakes and your engine at the same time to kind of bring you to a stop a little bit quicker than just relying on your brakes, which is kind of nice. There are some cons to driving stick. Being stuck in traffic all day long would probably get kind of annoying. but I don't really deal with that, so that's really not a complaint that would apply to me. Most of the modern stuff too, the clutches are so light and everything that it really isn't that big of a deal, even if you are stuck in traffic. So another thing is probably off-road. Stick shift off-road is definitely probably harder than driving an automatic off-road, so that's kind of, you know, something you could consider too. If you're super into the off-roading, you know, automatic's probably better. But I've seen a ton of guys run stick shift that do just fine, and it definitely takes more skill, so there's that. So those are just kind of the main things why I think that stick shift is just better than automatic. It's just the main takeaway is just the driving experience you get when driving a stick. I think is just way better than the automatic. I don't think I'll ever own automatic. All my cars are all stick. So the Comanche, the Cobra, and the TJ. So I don't know. It's just something special about it. It's just they're fun to drive. It definitely adds a lot of character to whatever vehicle. Like I said, the first point, you could be driving a hunk of junk, and if it's stick, it makes it just it makes it okay. So anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think, if you guys like stick or automatic and kind of why. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you like the video, definitely give it a thumbs up. That helps out a bunch. If you're not subscribed, definitely consider subscribing. And we'll catch you guys in the next video.